Hello, welcome to Talks with Moksha Mukti. I welcome you all. I used to give this kind of talks until late 2013. And I stopped giving the talks because a dream appeared, a vivid dream, powerful dream appeared, and gave me this song called Click, Click, Click. And I recorded that song, and since then, this energy guided me into uh, singing, songwriting activities. Since then, I have sang quite a bit of songs, written quite a bit of songs, composed quite a bit of songs, and pretty much became famous within certain group of people, certain small group of people. This Moksha Mukti later on become MK. MK became famous. However, one day this energy again appeared and wanted me to guided me into this giving talks, because the energy that guided me into singing pointed, what is the use of talks? Who would listen to talks? What is the useful? So I really didn't see any useful or use just giving talks in front of camera as if someone is listening. And it just seemed like a waste of time just to look into this camera and talk and put all this video on YouTube's. There are some views on YouTube's, and so people who are watching, there weren't any comments, there are only few likes button, no comments. So what is the use of all this talking? However, there are people watching silently without giving any comments. These people are watching, and they sometimes came back to me via Facebook, and some people, they also call me now and then and let me know that they do listen to what I say, they do read what I write, and so on and so forth. However, it just seems like a dull or boring activity just sit here, stare at the camera and give you all these talks. So the energy guided me that when you have a question, then I would reply you via video like this. Otherwise, I stopped giving talks. And throughout this journey, some people came back to me and say, well, you do write good songs, and you have improved your singing, and you sing a lot better than what you used to sing. There is definitely improvement, and we do like your lyrics, and so on and so forth. But they also came back and say, well, we like the way you talk, we like the things you say, and we want you to continue giving talks, and so on and so forth. So because of that, I have started to give talks again, and this energy has actually guided me to give talks. Now I still sing and write lyrics, and as you can see, there are guitars right behind me. and I do play guitars, and I do write music, and I do write lyrics, and I sing. uh, on top of that, I am also gonna continue giving talks because the energy here is guiding me to that. And uh, and people also encourage me to give talks because like what I they like what I talk, they like what I say, they like um, what I tell them, or what I stare at the camera and talk. uh, and this talk is not for everyone because you know this is not for everyone. Okay, these are these kind of talks are people who are touched by some sort of a higher beings or higher power in their own life or on their experiencing, and they recognize that energy or experience, uh, and somehow, maybe not thinking wise, maybe not communication wise, maybe not speaking wise, somehow deep within, they recognize that what I'm speaking is something they have experienced, or uh, know, not in the sense that we know, but they know deep within, you see. But they cannot pinpoint to that, but they know it's there, like the splinter, you see. uh, it's there, so they can feel it. So those type of people, I welcome you. I welcome everyone, but those type of people I welcome more because you are the one who can relate to, or who can experience what I'm speaking about, or who have already experienced what I'm speaking about. So um, yeah, so like I said, this is not for everyone. So if this is not for you, stop watching, and please go and do something else, because that may be worthwhile for you. Okay, but some people listening to this is worthwhile because they recognized what I'm speaking about. So what am I gonna speak about today? Well, there is nothing particular that comes to my mind right now, but the energy is there. It is guiding me into uh, uh, it is guiding me to point to you that the commitment to truth, the commitment to the truth is 100% here in this energy, in this being, in this person, you see. uh, So the commitment to the truth has been there since 2009. Actually, commitment to the truth has been there for a long, long time. This being was always committed to the truth. And the truth I am speaking about is not like trivial truth, like, this is my name, this is my address, this is what I do, this is I'm going to do, this is what I plan, this is my family, blah, blah, blah. Those are just the trivial truth. I am not speaking about trivial truth, but the truth that is universal truth. Speaking about universal truth, yet I cannot say my all my words to be used as a universal truth, because I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the commitment to the universal truth is here, and what I'm pointing is the universal truth. But whether you accept it or reject it or neutral, it really doesn't matter, because the commitment is here. So those who recognize that I am speaking the universal truth, you accept it. Fine, that's great, because then you can ask questions, or you can engage in this type of conversation with me, or listening to this type of conversation with me. Now, those who reject it, you can still listen to what I'm saying, but you can stop listening to this and do something else because you reject it. That doesn't mean that I don't welcome you, because I welcome you, because I want to have all kinds of point of view, so that the truth becomes sharpened, or the pointing the truth becomes more effective, because now I have all sorts of viewpoint. And those who uh, are in neutral, you are welcome to listen to this and come to some sort of engagement or participations, by asking questions. What is bothering you, what you're not clear about, or what you that makes you remain neutral, or the other way around, not accept this the talks that I'm giving. So so all these types of people who listen to Moksha Mukti's talk um, are welcome. I welcome all of you, but uh, I am really interested in the people who have uh, sought and who have sought um, spiritual life or spiritual path, and who have practiced many rituals like yoga, meditation, or going to church, or going to temple, or do dhyana or sadhana or meditation. Because I am really interested to those folks who have already done all sorts of spiritual prescription prescribed by spiritual gurus, swamis, pastor, leaders, pope, whoever, those respected individual in the society, that they actually want to guide you into something other than this, something what they call is enlightenment, or something bringing closer to God, or that sort of nature, or making your life more spiritual. So I am actually interested in you, that you have already done those, and you have not found what you're actually looking for. You see, you've done all these rituals, you've done all this prescription prescribed by scriptures and gurus and teachers, and saint and saviors of mankind. So they have prescribed all this prescription for you, and you have taken those prescriptions, you have taken those rituals, but you have not found what you're exactly looking for. You see, so I am interested in you because, see, um, I am interested because, see, you have exhausted, and I'm going to take you into the journey, or I'm going to point to you that that will help you relieve your exhaustion. Or I don't want to say help you relieve your exhaustion, but I think if you um, participate with me, or come for my help, or come to see me, uh, then I can point to you, to actually point to something that is already within you, or kind of introduce you to you, that is already you, that is already complete, that is completely whole, that is completely happy, that is completely perfect as you are. And so I am interested to you who are exhausted by doing all these rituals, and prayers, and all this meditation, yoga, sadhana, or all sorts of a prayer and worship and all these things. Now I am interested in you because um, I don't do all those things um, to that extreme. I do worship sometimes. I do participate in the bhajans. I do participate in the choir, in the worship song. I do participate in the singing, which is also spiritual. Sometimes I do yoga, but this yoga I'm doing just in the bed stretching. So that's not really yoga, but it's stretching. Sometimes I do stretching, and sometimes I do take a walk. Actually, I do take a walk almost every day, but even for a little bit, I do take a walk. I think walking is very important for the human beings. necessary for human beings. So I do take a walk. So in reality, you don't need to do all that. But I don't recommend not to do it, because I sometimes participate. Just to create the atmosphere. I may sing a bhajan, or I may sing a spiritual song. I may create an environment for you to participate in the kind of a spiritual way. But this is actually not more than spiritual, because you see, the meaning of spirit is, um, uh, the word spirit comes from a Latin word, a spirit, which is actually breathing, right? So the uh, every time you're breathing, you are already spiritual, right? So you are spiritual because you are breathing, right? So you have stopped breathing, you are not spiritual anymore. You are transformed, or uh, changed. You are changing into other form of life, you see. So the word spirit, the Latin word, is breath. So breath is spiritual. So um, the real spiritual is breath, which is the life, the oxygen, you see, that is taking place, you see. And the more you participate into natural breathing rather than unnatural breathing, even to practice all sorts of breathing is unnatural. The natural breathing comes to you if you just relax, and you don't actually need to do any sorts of um, breathing rituals, although there are many prescribed by many religions, like triangular breathing, or dynamic breathing, or all sorts of breathings are out there. But I don't really recommend that, because once you relax, once you uh, you know see who you really are, once you recognize that, you don't really need to take those prescription, you see. You can get rid of those prescription and live healthy or spiritually, you see. Again, the word spiritual is not related to God, although you see that you are already godly being, because the moment you're breathing, that means you are connected to the one universe, right? So you are one with the entire universe. But you see all the separateness, because you have the separateness mechanism placed in us by the nature, you see. Somehow, some point, there was a mutation that occurred that allowed your mind to see all this separateness, right? So through this separateness, you see yourself as a separate being, right? But in reality, that you are one with the universe, right? So the breathing takes place, and the moment you're breathing, you are spiritual. So come to me, or listen to me. uh, well, at least listen to this talk, that you are spiritual if you are breathing, right? And breathing naturally, like you don't need to take any unnatural prescriptions. So this talk is happening. um, so we are talking about uh, truth, right? So the commitment to truth is simple, right? But it is far um, perceived, or recognized, or known as the most difficult thing to do, because you see, the truth is labeled or recognized by the societies as a complex thing, you see. Oh, you need to search for truth, you need to put effort to find the truth, you need to do all sorts of things, you need to oh, sit in a meditation for many, many years, 6 years, 7 years under the tree without taking any food, without taking any water. And then you become enlightened. And then you know all the truth. See, that is a prescription given to us by the previous generation or the past scripture, you see. But you know, you don't really need to do all those things to commit to the truth or to recognize the truth, because the truth is there in all simple things. The truth is there while the even little ant is crawling on the path or the pavement that you walk for your walking. You see, there is grass on the right side, but the little ant lives under the mud, under the ground, and he comes out to take food for his family, just like we go to work to food, get some food for our family. That ant comes out, and what gives us, first of all, it is so beautiful that one ant is crawling. When you really see that, that's the truth. If you see as it is, the ant is crawling, it is beautiful, because you there is energy there, because we are big in terms of a quantity, but the quality is the same. The quality the ant has and what we have within is the same. And one is walking, when you see that, really see that, it's a beautiful thing. And what gives you right to just step on it? Poor ant is just coming out to gather some food for his family, and you're stepping on that. That is kind of ugly. But to see the ant and to see the beauty is beautiful, right? But we live in a society, and to function in the society, yes, it's not really always feasible to um, not have ants. Sometimes the ants could be nuisance, and that can be that you'll need to take a yeah, talks कर रहे हैं एकछिन. अनि ants could be nuisance, and that ants needs to be taken away and put it somewhere else. That's that is being done in the society, and I am not really against that. But what you once you recognize the truth, you see the beautiful ants crawling on the ground, and when you recognize that, that is beautiful, you see. And the ants, uh, that is beautiful. And even the leaves falling, you see, that a leaf falls from the tree. You see, there is a truth in there. And when you really see that, that itself has a power to, I may use the word enlightenment. Just to speak in the language, I will use the word enlightenment. But please do not put any value to this. I'll just say enlightenment as a uplifting way that you are kind of liberated, in a sense. But I don't really want to use that word. But let's just use that to kind of give you the feel of the tiny leaf falling on the ground, right? So when you see the tiny leaf falling out, that also gives you enlightenment. Again, I already explained the ant, even a bug crawling, or simple duck swimming on the ground, or even a blade of grass just uh, dancing with the wind that is happening, just the small breeze that is happening. The tiny blade of grass is dancing, or the leaves are dancing. See, all these activities are the tiny cloud you see on the sky, or something even simple, trash you see on the ground, or even a mud you see on the ground, or just simple things. You see, there is truth everywhere. Yet we make, or I don't say we, the human being, we have made the truth as something complex, something requires time, effort, and things like that, because it has become some sort of rituals, or some sort of habit for humans to go through all this process in the name of finding the truth, right? So that is is happening now, and that is because of the comprehensive collective knowledge we have collected, and according to that we have you know been doing all these rituals. But what I'm pointing is, it's not necessary to do all that, because the truth is everywhere, and truth is there in the simplicity. And well, a lot of people come to me and said, well, you speak such a simple way, there's not much complexity when you speak. There is just so simplicity. See, because the truth is in simplicity. You don't really need to have any complexity to recognize the truth or to speak the truth, right? And they come to me and say, well, that's kind of hard. How do you do that? uh, to me, simple is simple. You see, why make uh, life complicated? Why make things complicated? Because the simple is simple, you know and it just makes your life efficient. It just makes everything efficient. You see, you're not holding on to any baggages. You're not holding on to all this past baggages, and you're just carrying that baggages, and you're burdened, you're exhausted, you feel like you're burdened, or you feel like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I don't have time, blah blah blah, and your just mind is going in a circle, yet you miss the truth that is available right this moment, you see. So anyway, I think I talked quite a bit today, but let's see. Yeah, I think I am going to start this, and if you're interested, please leave a comment or uh, hit on the like button, or if you don't want to put a comment in a public place, send me an inbox, or send me an email. My email address is available on the web. If you just Google Moksha Mukti email, you'll see the email, or you can go to my website, Moksha Mukti. If you just type Moksha Mukti on Google, that will take you to my site, and there you'll be able to find my phone number, my email, so you can send me email or call me, or put a comment on YouTube or Facebook, or send me a private message inbox. So please go and do that. So if I receive more comments, this talks will continue uh, more, because then one point I may feel, what's the point of talking? You see, I'm talking. What's the point if there is no interaction between you and the speaker? So I do encourage you to interact with me, participate with me, so this type of talk can continue further. So thank you for listening.